What's up, millionaires? It's your boy Millionaire E coming at you with a movie review. Now, the movie we're going to be talking about today is Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, before we get started, spoiler alert for anyone who's not seen the video yet or seen the movie. I don't want to spoil it for you. Now, let's get into it. I'm going to tell you some of the good things that I liked about the movie, and it wasn't a lot of bad things. It was just one thing. So, this movie is kind of a little bit of ways after Spider-Man No Way Home. If you don't know, just to give you a brief of what No Way Home was, it's where Spider-Man had created this spell to erase his identity, being Peter Parker. And what ended up happening was he started drawing like different villains from universes, and he had to basically defeat those villains and erase Peter Parker from existence of everybody's memories. And that includes his friends who know his secret identity. Now, getting back into this movie, this is where he now feels alone, and he's kind of, it's weird stalking, watching his friends succeed in doing different things without him. And also, he's having these transformations, which from what I've heard was going to lead to him transforming into Man-Spider, if I'm not mistaken, but they didn't take that out because that would be very, very, not really scary, honestly. But that's kind of what's going on in the movie. And then, of course, he meets this villain that's doing these different things. Now, getting into some of the things I liked. First of all, I will say the relationship between him and Frank is hilarious. Frank is just so funny. The only thing is I didn't like the GDs, like the God. I didn't like those, but it was the funny banter between them. That was one thing I really liked. And another thing I loved it. The Spider-Man swinging was hilarious, especially when he got to use the original, like the organic webs. When he started swinging and he didn't get it, he's running into stuff, running into pigeons. That was a funny scene. And another thing, y'all, also before I continue, spoiler alert, if y'all have not seen any of the trailers, but to see Hulk, and I mean Hulk, in this movie, not Smart Hulk, but Hulk in this movie, was like, yes. I was happy about that because we have not seen Hulk since Ragnarok. And yes, he was in Endgame and Infinity War, but that was Smart Hulk, not Rage Hulk. Like, he getting big. Like, especially like the thing was is they had me at the first point where I was like, is this the only Hulk I'm gonna see? But then he was like, no Banner, only Hulk, and then he grew like a foot taller than Spider-Man. I was like, oh shoot, he in for it now. And especially like he was doing damage to Spider-Man. Then decided like bro was grabbing, I think it was like bro was like putting the business on him, and then also Spider-Man got him for a second. Bro hit the thunderclap, and I was like, oh yeah, this is, I love it. So I loved how they portrayed Hulk. I always love to see it. Now, the one thing I did not like was, and this is a major spoiler, so tread lightly, y'all, was the boss or the final person. Like some of the enemies that we got to see was Tombstone, I think Spider-Side, and Boomerang, and of course Scorpion. But the main antagonist was surprisingly Jean Grey. Now, of course, y'all bear with me, my Spider-Man comics may not be, so I don't know if this is a story, but Jean Grey was placed as a villain because her sister was murdered, and she was angry because they were doing experiments on her. Now, my thing was, I was kind of like, Jean Grey, to me, is like a big character, and I feel like I don't know how to say it. I feel like it was like how they put her in it as a villain role. I think it was kind of like we could have used like a Spider-Man villain just to have a major villain instead of having just another character like that character, because that's a big character. So I was kind of like, I don't know if I like that. I mean, her portrayal was good, and like how she was treated in the story, It's fine. It was just, I was like, I don't know. Now, I could be wrong, of course. Take it lightly. But that's the only thing that I was just kind of like, eh. And it also kind of confuses me for like the continuity of Marvel as a whole, because it's like, okay, this universe, let me give y'all this universe that the Spider-Man movie is in. This is like the central universe, meaning like you had like Civil War, Endgame, all those different ones, because we even had Yelena appear in this movie. Yelena was the Black Widow. All those movies are in that universe. The X-Men are in a whole different another universe, because they've never really mixed together. And I believe in Doomsday, that's where we're going to see it, because we also got to see Xavier, and then we got, I think it was, I was about to say Black Widow, but Mystique and Magneto. And then we also got to see Scott Summers. So it's like, I'm kind of wondering how this is going to go, because we don't see her. She kind of leaves the scene. And another thing I will say, as I'm closing, the end credit left me confused. So Ned created this whole system where you can tell if a Spider-Man is in the area. And the end credit scene was basically us looking at that system, and it's saying a new Spider-Man is formed, a new Spider-Man. And so what they're doing is they end up pointing all the way to, say, space, and it's like, okay. And it glitches a little bit. So it's like, for me, I thought it was going to be like something about like Beyond the Spider-Verse. But it's like, is it? So it's kind of confusing, or I don't really know what it means. So like I said, kind of getting to it, I liked the movie. It's funny. The banter between Punisher was hilarious. Seeing Hulk come back and start putting the business on Spider-Man, loved it. Jean Grey, I was like, I don't know. But like I said, I liked the movie. Now, if y'all seen the movie, tell me what y'all thought about it. And if y'all haven't seen it, check it out. And remember, like the video, share with your fam. And if you're subscribed, click that bell icon to be notified for more videos. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all. Blessed and millionaires. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.